Hey guys, it's Karolina coming to my coaching corner. Let's take a closer look.
Tennis fans, you're getting a live look in on Karolina Pliskova right here in Singapore. And what a day it is. Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to another edition of my coaching corner, and I've got a special guest, WTA legend Chrissy Everett. Chrissy, thanks for joining us.
Another coach.
Yeah, exactly. So we're getting another live look here at practices. I want to welcome you here
Thank
to
you.
Singapore once again. And what have you seen so far? I think you watched last night, Angelique and Madison, but it's been a great week of tennis so far.
It's been a great week. I got in Wednesday night, so I was watching the matches down in Florida and in my bed probably because the time change is very different. But last night I saw a very tough Angelique Kerber, and I think the court is slow, so she was able to really use Madison's power. She had an extra second or two against Madison Keys' power, and she had the time to hit the kind of shot she wanted to hit. So she was very aggressive, no errors whatsoever, and Madison, I think, made a few too many errors.
Yeah,
so it's going to favor, I think, the player that is willing to be patient out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get a live look now at Miss Pliskova. She's here with her coach, Yuri Vanek. They're doing some drills here, Chrissy. She's 1-1, and it all comes down to this last round-robin match. So these girls are used to it, the pressure winning any and every match. But what is specific about the pressure she faces tonight against Agnieszka Radwanska?
Well, the pressure is she hasn't beaten her. I think she's never beaten her in her career, and I think that's the pressure. I think, she's dealt with pressure before, reaching the finals at the U.S. Open and, having some big wins. And I don't think that this pressure is new to her at all, but I think the pressure is she needs to win this match to get into the semifinal. But playing Radwanska, for some reason, Radwanska loves to play Pliskova and handles her power well and, slices and just gets her serve back and really moves her around the court very, very well. So I think she's got her numbers so far. Pliskova is going to have to turn that around tonight.
Well, we saw, you called the match live. We saw her breakthrough at the U.S. Open this year, finalist against Angelique Kerber. She really put Angelique to the test there. Has she gone to that next level in a sense? Has she really made sure that she's, of this group in the top five?
Yes. I think after the U.S. Open, that proved it. She did very well. The tournaments leading up to the U.S. Open and the U.S. Open, I think the hard court surface, like this surface, benefits her more so than the grass or the clay courts. So I think she likes this where she can get sure footing. Her moving isn't the best part of her game, but it has improved, and she anticipates very, very well. But she just dominates with that big serve and the overwhelming ground strokes. And sometimes she's moving her opponent around so much she doesn't need to move as much. But I think Aga Radwanska, that's where the trouble lies. Aga can get to balls and can move her around and to give her junk and slices and drop shots and really kind of jerk her around the court a little bit. And that's what Aga's going to have to do. But definitely Karolina has risen to another level.
What I think so interesting here, Chrissy, is we're seeing Yuri Vanek giving her some short, look at the slice he's putting on it, short, low balls, because she's going to get not just the regular powerful ball that we see from a lot of the girls, she's going to get some junk from the ninja tonight, right?
She's going to get a lot of variety. That's the beauty of Radwanska's game, is you never know what's up her sleeve, and she can, at the last minute, change her mind and slice something or lob it or create a lot of topspin, drop shot, and I think that's what Yuri's doing, is trying to give her some mid-court balls that she can maybe attack and go for the winning shot or else come in after that approach shot. So that's definitely what they're practicing now.
Well, as we look at her take a seat, just another great look here on my coaching corner at Singapore. We're doing it all week long, Chrissy, giving people a live look into practice sessions. Now, say that serve doesn't work for her tonight. What's a plan B, or is there a plan B to try to counter Agnieszka Radwanska and that great return?
Okay, now remember, Pliskova, even when her serve has been working, has a losing record
Yeah,
against
yeah.
Radwanska. So if her serve's not working, that's just going to lower her chances even more. I mean, Pliskova has to get together with her coach at this point, as they probably have already done, and analyze what she has done wrong in her matches, analyze what's going to come at her, how she's going to respond to Radwanska's variety. So they have to have a discussion about it. But Pliskova needs to get that first serve, and she needs to get free points, easy points, if she wants to have a chance to win.
Now, talking about winning, Angelique Kerber has done a lot of it this week, as has Svetlana Kuznetsova, who's been almost the story of the tournament.
Yeah.
Just from your point of view, both from couch in Florida and now courtside in Singapore,
Bed
what have
in
you
Florida.
seen? Oh, bed, sorry. What have you seen? And I mean, really, I think Kerber has come in and made a statement. I am the best player right
Yes.
now, and I think she wants to win this title too.
Yes, I mean she's 3-0, which I don't think she's ever been 3-0
No.
before at the WTA finals. So she's brimming with confidence at this point. And I watched her really closely last night, and she's staying calm and composed, and that's that new belief, and that's that new confidence that she has with the #1 ranking in the world. So I think with those two elements, the mental and the emotional side really coming to fruition for her, I think that's made her a different player, and that belief makes all the difference in the world with her. This court, like I said before, is a little bit slower, and I think that favors her. She has a little more time to set up for her shots. So, I mean, I think Angelique has a great chance because of her confidence, but I think all 8 women coming in this tournament were all believable winners
Yes,
and relevant,
yes.
and they all had won big matches before. So, I mean, it's never really been this close before in the finals.
Well, and to mention that, or to go off of that, Sabokova coming out
know,
and doing
right.
what she did against Simona Halep. And then we also saw Madison Keys, I think, a little bit maybe feeling the pressure. She said in press she felt the nerves last night. What do you see from those two players? Obviously, Sabokova is the one that stamped her passport into the semis,
Yeah.
but those were first-time finalists here.
It's interesting because Kuznetsova and Sibylkova were weren't they the 2 last ones to
Yeah,
get in,
yes,
and yet they both have a good shot at
title.
reaching the semis and winning the tournament. So I think it just proves that the confidence level's there and they're match tough. Madison, I think, is taking baby steps really each year to get to that winning a Grand Slam or that #1 position. I think she's got all the power, but she was not harnessing it as well last night and making a few more errors. So, we'll have to wait and see, but it's really interesting. I think there's never been closer matches than this year at the
Yeah,
WTA finals,
agree.
and that's a plus for women's tennis.
Now, you won this event 4 times. I want to ask you, what's different about the finals? I mean, the girls deal with Grand Slam pressure. They're out there at the premier mandatories, at the big events on the WTA. But this one feels different. We're going to look here.
Okay.
Karolina back on the practice court. But what's different about this event in and of itself?
This event is different because there's only 8 women playing in the tournament, and you have to play your best tennis every single match if you want to win those matches. You don't have any easing into the tournament. You don't have any warm-up matches. In these 2-week Grand Slams tournaments, sometimes you have an easy round or two to sharpen up your game. You have to come in here sharp. You have to come in here, like you're playing the finals of Wimbledon every single match. So that is tough because remember, this tournament is at the end of the year. This is the 10th month that the players are playing. Some of them are starting to mentally get tired. Some of them physically are feeling the effects of the whole year. So that's why I admire the fact that they're all coming in here gung-ho, all enthusiastic, all eager, and this tournament means a lot to them.
Well, what a treat to have Chris Everett, one of the all-time greats, here on My Coaching Corner at the BNP Paribas WTA Finals Singapore, presented by SC Global. Chrissy, thank you so much for joining us.
Enjoyed it. You're a good coach. And I
You're a
am
great
too.
coach. Well, thank you so much, and of course, we'll have more live look-ins this weekend. And Karolina against Aga, do you wanna tip one? It's tough.
How about if I pick Karolina tonight?
All right.
Okay,
Hot
a
take.
little reverse. I think that jinx is gonna end. It's gonna end the jinx.
All right,
Maybe me being here will end her jinx.
You heard it here from Chrissy Everett. We'll see all of you soon on My Coaching Corner.
Thank you.